Hello everyone, and welcome to another tutorial in Project Zomboid. We're here with Tyra Hargrave. My name is Retry. Today I'd like to talk to you about weapon skills. So I got one of each here so we can demonstrate a little bit of a secret with what happens to your swing speed when you get better using weapons. So we'll start with axes. Like suppose you have a fire axe, everyone loves this weapon I guess, or the pickaxe even. It takes, if you pay attention to the swing speed, it's quite slow. And we can even try with the pickaxe here to see what it does. Let's pull it out and we go. So it takes a bit between each swing, right? The thing is, as you increase in skill, let's say you get to level 5, you can notice there's a little bit faster swing rate, and if you keep increasing your skill levels, and you get all the way to max. Oh, sorry, that was long blunt. I don't need that. Set skill level X to 10. So it's not as noticeable, but I'm gonna go back and set it to 0 again. And then set it to 10 and hopefully you can see it. So we're here in 0 and you go and when we go to 10, so it's not a lot, it's maybe, I don't know, you can put a counter on it and count if you want with a chronometer. It's maybe like a 30%, 25% faster swing speed, maybe even 50%. I don't know. It makes a difference if you're fighting larger hordes, right? So let's take a look at what it looks like with a long blunt, right? So we got our shovel here, and this is with max skill. So long blunts are notoriously slow. But they have good damage. If you look at the shovel, the damage is quite good, It's not as good as the pickaxe, but it's about the same as the axe, It's a good weapon. But here, with 0 skill, slow, and if your nimble skill is not as good, then you're gonna struggle to fight more than 1 or 2 zombies at a time. But if you happen to practice a little bit and you get to 5, it's a little bit faster. And if you want to take it all the way to the max level, it's noticeably faster. And then I believe long blunts become like a really good type of weapon, par with some axes. Alright, so the next one is, I don't know, some people's favorite here. It's the short blunt crowbar. It's definitely one of my favorite weapons, and with 0 skill, it's already fast, and it has decent damage, right? It's not great, but it's decent. And also, when you increase your skill level, you'll not only swing faster, but you'll also do more damage. So, I don't know, it seems a little less noticeable with the crowbar because it's already fast, but you can see here with max skill. And then if we go back to short blunt 0, or let's even say 1, it doesn't change much, right? So maybe training short blunt, you shouldn't expect it to swing much faster than what it is. The next on our list here is long blade. Let's bring everyone's favorite, the katana. They're pretty rare, and they also swing not so fast. The good thing about the katana is even with 0 skill points, you one-shot most of everything you hit. Right, so you can kite back a few zombies. The problem with the katana is it doesn't last too long. But, so let's take a look at the swing speed here. 1, 2, there you go. And now if we set our skill level to, where is it, long blades 10, it's really hard to get there. You're gonna have to find machetes and katanas. I don't know that it's possible in the game, even because you can't repair these, I think. But you see it's noticeably faster, right? And this is deadly. Like if you manage to find enough katanas and max your skill in long blade, you'll be killing everything that comes across you, even huge hordes. Yep. Alright, so next we have short blade. I got the hunting knife here. It's one of my favorite weapons too. It has a high crit chance and a decent knockback, and also it uses very little stamina or fatigue. It fatigues you less when you're fighting. So let's take a look at the swing speed here. It's already fast, you know, it's not as slow. You can kite back quite a few zombies because it will knock them back, and it will also crit a lot. But if you have like max skill, it's noticeably faster. So short blades is, especially since it's so easy to find hunting knives in zombies, it's not a skill to be scoffed at. The only problem is that they're short range, right? So you wanna be careful with crowds of zombies approaching you like abreast of each other. You know, if they're in a line, fine, you can kite back, you know, you're gonna hit one at a time. But if they're coming like 2 or 3 abreast, one of them might reach out and grab you. Finally, we got spears. You can craft spears. The garden fork is pretty easy to find in pretty much every rural king or whatever, rural store or farm store, let's say. And it has a pretty high damage, and they're usually fast, so the spear is a little faster than this, I believe, and this is the garden fork at 0 skill. And if we go to spear 10, it becomes noticeably faster. So you can see how this weapon is a preferred one for many people. And when you get to this level of skill, like your damage is so high, you can be using like crafted spears. Let's see if we can get a craft spear here. Where is it? Item spawner, spear, crafted spear. Did we get one? Yeah, so let's bring that one over, and just to have a look at what the speed is when you got max skill. It's about as fast as the garden fork, perhaps a little bit faster, and it has a high damage and high one-shot potential. Like if you're standing, when you attack, you might perform a one-hit kill. And that pretty much sums it up, like with all the weapons that we have here. I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. It's old news for older players, but if you're just now starting the game, or maybe you haven't played too much into it, this might help you. Definitely choose 2 or 3 weapons to I'd choose 2 or 3, you know, to focus on, not only one. It's good to have variety because you're going to be finding weapons of all types. Usually short blades and short blades are easier to come around. Axes, you will find them eventually. If you're lucky, you can start with some. Spears are easy to craft and to come by for garden forks in farm stores, but the problem with spears is when you have 0 maintenance in carpentry or very low skill in maintenance and carpentry, your crafted spears are not going to last long. So it's something that you can use. It's definitely good if you don't have anything else, but you know, you just got to consider that it might not be the best option if you have other things available. But of course, it also comes down to preference, you know. So if you watched all the way over to the end here, I'd like to thank you. Please leave a like, subscribe to the channel. I'm also doing a giveaway of one Project Zomboid. To enter the giveaway, there's a link below, and I really appreciate all your support. I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.